guys, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Joes. Make sure you like and subscribe below. On another episode of Cooking with Caitlin, today we're going to be making low-calorie Cajun creamy Cajun, whichever you want to say first, chicken pasta. So what you're going to need for this today, and we're going to try this a little bit differently. I'm going to take some shots with my phone as well. So as I always say to you guys, I'm raw. You're going to be learning with me how to, create content. So we're going to be switching from the iPad to the iPhone today. We'll see how we like that. So first, you want to get some chicken breast. So we're going to cut these up. We're going to dice these. These are, I just get them in like a package at BJ's. So I think there's probably like 2 chicken breasts in these. So 2 chicken breasts would be plenty enough for me and Mark, and maybe Kuiper. You guys are also going to want some pasta. You can choose any pasta. Typically we use chickpea pasta, but I didn't want, they only come in like penne or rotini, and I wanted like spaghetti noodles with this. So we're just going with the Smart Taste. And this actually has less than like the veggie noodles. So this only has 180 calories per serving. So I'm going with this today. You guys are also going to want some spinach. We're going to chop that up as well. You can use fresh Parmesan cheese, but I am doing reduced fat mozzarella in it. And then I'm going to do just some grated Parmigiano Reggiano. We're going to put some garlic in it. And remember, I'm not measuring. A whole onion. We love the red onion. I hate cutting them. We're going to need some pink Himalayan salt. We're going to need some Slap Ya Mama. We're going to need some Italian seasoning, some paprika, some ground pepper. You guys are also going to want to grab some cream cheese. Now you can also make this recipe, it's also known as like a marry me chicken, but you can also make this recipe with heavy cream, but I'm going to try it today with some Philadelphia cream cheese, and I just got the less fat cream cheese. And then you just need some sun-dried tomatoes. Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut our chicken up here. I gotta sharpen my knife. If anyone, oh, that noise. I wonder if YouTube's gonna take it off because I have a knife. But that noise is terrible. But if anyone knows like a really good knife set, so we have Time and Table, and I mean they're pretty good, but I feel like they went dull so fast after our first time using them. And I hate this noise. So to constantly sharpen them is not really fun. Okay, so let me go grab a bowl. So we're going to go ahead and cut our chicken breasts. Excuse me. I'm always burping when I film stuff. I don't understand why. So I hate cooking with chicken breasts. Ew, like that is gross.
Oh my gosh!
But they're just so thick. Usually when I cook with chicken, I get like thinly sliced chicken breasts because they just creep me the hell out. Now I know like I have a meat tenderizer. I could totally like grind these down, but I just don't feel like it, and I highly doubt I can. Yeah, like these knives suck. Let's see if I can even cut this chicken. Okay, at least it lets me cut it. Oh, but I'm like cutting into my cutting board. Whatever. Anyway. So I spent most of the day trying to create some content I think once I get more into it, I will share it with you guys, but I'm trying to create UGC, which is user generated content. And it's something I've been like learning a lot about as a side hustle. And that is kind of the most important thing that you want to do when you're starting a side hustle is you want to learn as much as you can about that industry. Education is the key in success. And I have only been, learning about it right now. But today I shot some of my first content and I just I didn't think about, how difficult it was going to be. So you can start off by using products around your house. So I love self-care. I love body scrub. I love hair masks, face masks, anything for my self-care I will use. So I was like, okay, I have tons of those. Why don't I go ahead and make content for that? So what you're ideally doing is creating 30-second videos of content of using that product. Basically a short commercial. You can do testimonials, or you can just kind of show the product, or you can be in it as a skit. It's kind of up to you. And then you go to the manufacturer and you try to sell your videos. And they don't specifically have to, it doesn't have to be that manufacturer. Then you can find other manufacturers. You just add that to your portfolio. So I'm creating that today, not thinking, I have 2 kids. My bathroom is a hot mess with toys, shampoo all over the place, conditioner, soap scum. I get in there to film my high definition video and I'm like, oh my God, it looks crazy. So I had kind of had to improvise a little bit. So I won't be doing shower products anymore. I think if I do cooking products, that would be really great, or anything else that doesn't involve the bathroom. Because when you have a husband and a little boy, bathrooms get messy. Okay, so we have our chicken. So I just diced it up. And again, this is just 2 chicken breasts. So this meal will come to anywhere, depending on what cheese you use, what you substitute, whether you use heavy cream or Philadelphia cream cheese. This is going to be anywhere between 420 calories to 500 calories per serving. Again, it depends on what cheese you use, how much seasoning, and I do not measure. Okay, but as I'm telling you, there's 2 chicken breasts. So you have the 2 chicken breasts. Oh, actually, hold on. All right, once your chicken is nice and mixed up, we're gonna go ahead and get your stove going. Just have it over medium heat. And we're going to go ahead and just spray with some cooking spray. I just use any cooking spray is going to have 0 calories, regardless of whether you get avocado oil or vegetable oil or canola oil, whatever. It's going to have 0 calories, so always use the spray. I think I did forget they said that you're supposed to spray a little bit on the chicken. I don't really know why, but we'll do it. And I'm going to mix it in here. And we're just going to put that down and let this chicken cook. All right, and once your chicken is boiling, you're going to want to go ahead and get a pot to boil your water. Did I say once that chicken's boiling? I probably did. We want to get a pot, start to boil your water. Now, we're not going to eat the whole thing of pasta. So I'm probably only going to use about half a container of this. Just stir that up. And I like my chicken really overcooked almost. because it feels safe to me. So I'm gonna cook this for probably about 15 minutes just to let it get all cooked. All right, so as our chicken is over there cooking, we're gonna chop up the spinach and the onion. Just grab a handful here. And I am not the best at chopping anything, so don't judge me. Oh, actually, this is going pretty smoothly. I feel quite professional at the moment. And that was just a good handful, so that was probably about a cup and a half. That's probably about a cup and a half of spinach. Let's do 2 cups. Because, as you know, spinach wilts down and it's going to be like nothing once we cook it down. Did I spill my chicken grossness? No. Good. Alright, and then I have this really cool thing to cut the onions because I hate cutting onions that cry so much. And if anyone knows an ingenious way to peel the onion, like I sit here for such a long time trying to get this like crispy top off. Like, I don't understand. Is there a better way to peel it? Do I just not know? Anyway, so I always just cut my ends off first, which you are not supposed to do, and that's what makes you cry. But whatevs. And then I put it in this really cool thing, and it chops it all up for me. So I'm just gonna cut it in. Whoa, this is a really big onion, so I'm just gonna cut it in a couple different pieces just so it kind of fits in there. Yeah, I don't have a food processor, don't judge. And Mark found this for me. And I was like, that's stupid, I'm never gonna use that. Buy me a food processor. I literally use it every time I cook. And then you just pull the string. What's this supposed to happen? Okay, anyway. It was stuck in there because it was such a big onion. Okay. So give it a good dice. Now I can't open it. What the fudge? Well, as I'm telling you how great this thing is and it's misbehaving. Okay. So there's your, there's like a whole half of an onion in there, a whole half. So sometimes it doesn't work the best because it got stuck, but. So this is about half of a large red onion that we're gonna use. Right, let's go check out our chicken. All right, looks like our chicken is almost done. Getting a little bit more color to it. And it's gonna cook a little bit once we throw in the sauce. But like I said, I really like my chicken overcooked and really brown. So we're gonna leave it in here for a little longer. All right, I think my chicken is about done. You guys see how it is brown? That's how I like them. Almost all the pieces. Oh, sometimes like even if the pieces are brown, I'm like, get over there, get some color. Get some sizzle. You gotta take me out. Okay, before we make our sauce, we actually want to add in our onion, and we want to fry that up just a little bit. So I'm just going to toss that in there, minus my big chunks. Oh my goodness. Just going to fry up some onion. Look at this. Okay, that chopper usually works for me, but it did not today. It did not want to cooperate. So let's just get some of that in there. We still want crispy onions, so I'm not going to do it too long. Once we warm this up a little bit, we're gonna add some of the cheese just to get some of the cheese melted to the chicken. All right, let's go ahead and remove that. All right, in that same pot, we're gonna add a little bit more cooking oil, and we're gonna go ahead and add some garlic. You can use fresh garlic, jarred garlic, whatever you guys have available. And I'm gonna use about 2 tablespoons because I love garlic. We're gonna let that brown up just a little bit. And then we are going to add our, we're gonna add our sun-dried tomatoes in. Once this browns up just a little bit. And I'm gonna add about a half a jar, just because that's what I have left. If I had a whole jar, I'd probably use a whole jar. I love sun-dried tomatoes. And this in a cream sauce, oh, it just partners so well with cream, cheese, chicken. Like, sun-dried tomatoes just are so good. Even if you're not a tomato fan, this has a completely different taste. Highly recommend trying it. Okay, so we're just gonna put that in there. Let those kind of marry a little bit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dump the chicken back in. Mix that around. And then, I wish there was a such thing as smell-o-vision. If you guys smell this right now, oh, it is just to die for. Woo! Our tomato stuff in there. I'm just gonna see how our pasta is doing over here. And you want to cook this al dente, so not the whole way. So I might strain that. All right, so our chicken is nice and married together with these onions and garlic and the sun-dried tomatoes and all their spices. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the spinach in. This is the last thing that you want to add because it doesn't take super long to wilt and you don't want it super wilted. Just get that into our pan. And our pasta is almost al dente. When I checked it last time, it was still a little bit too raw. The past 2 times that I've made pasta, I don't know what it is with me, but I take it out way too fast, and it's just not something that you want, obviously. Oh my God, this looks so good. Oh, this looks so good, guys. All right, guys, my pasta is all ready and drained, so I'm just gonna plop that in there. This is why it's good to always have some big saucepan, or in this instance I use the wok, which is not really made for this type of meal, but it doesn't really matter. My big saucepan I have is like a Rachel Ray, and it's just dirty right now, so I didn't use it. Oh, this looks so good. Even without putting any cream in it, this would be amazing. But I love my cheese and my cream. So we're gonna get that together. We first are gonna put in that Parmigiano Reggiano, the Parmesan and Romano cheese. I like my Kraft cheesy. And then we are gonna throw in some mozzarella. And this is the reduced fat mozzarella. And this will be good to put it on top as well. Let me just get my tongs. And then we are gonna scoop in this Philadelphia cream cheese. Ooh. Ooh. Whole thing came out, it's ready. Ready to mingle. And then we're just gonna go ahead and mix this up and let that cream cheese kind of just melt in there with everything. And at this point, I'm gonna turn it down to just a light simmer because this pasta is gonna make the cream cheese melt. You don't really need much of anything to make that melt down. So let's just give it a couple minutes covered here. All right, so my cream cheese is almost melted. It kind of is gunky. So I don't know, this is my first time making it with cream cheese. I don't know if I would recommend it over the heavy cream because obviously just look at like how much this is sticking together. I think it's still gonna taste great, but it's just incredibly hard to kind of incorporate everything when it's just sticking together like that. But God, it smells good. All right, so that's it. Let's try it out. All right, guys, here it is. So sticky. Definitely, I don't know this cream cheese thing. I think, like, almost before tasting this, I'm gonna say 99% sure you should just use heavy cream. And I can do that in another video. Because it's just not saucy. And maybe that's why it's lower in calories. So let's try it. Whew, it's hot. Chicken's really good. I'm very interested to see this cream cheese though. That's what I'm gonna get to. But I can't really get the chicken off. Let me try this cream cheese on the spaghetti. See, like it just doesn't slide. Yo, that slaps though. The tartness of the cream cheese is so good. This is such a good meal. You have your veggies, your protein, your carbs. Don't be afraid of carbs. What is this? Did I cook with that the entire time and you guys didn't tell me? Rude. Anyhow. But don't be afraid of carbs. You're supposed to have it during weight loss. It's not your enemy. It's our frenemy. So thanks for joining me, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe below. And stay tuned for some more cooking adventures. Thanks, guys. Bye. I mean, peace out, dudes.